Good day everyone and welcome. This is episode 14 of the Great Soviet Experiment. We are starting off with viewing today at Lublin in what used to be Poland, but has now been most unceremoniously divided between the Axis to the east, i.e. Germany, and the communist state, i.e. Russia, to the right. And we have pulled back our troops to what I loosely refer to as the Stalin Line, and then we've set up a second line behind that where we're starting to build some more units. And the Germans are late. Historically, pretty sure it was the 20... Actually, no, you know what? Let's just go and double check that. It was the 22nd of June when Barbarossa was supposed to start. But the 22nd has come and gone. We're on the 28th and still no Barbarossa. That's good for us because it allows us to get more stuff done before the attack starts. Let's just do a recap. We've got R&D going on, and importantly, this guy here. Now, this guy is important because look at the motorized infantry hardness we get around this guy. And motorized artillery, motorized anti-tank, motorized anti-air. I mean, it's looking pretty good. So we definitely want him in our arsenal because of, the hardness that he gives us against tanks. In terms of what we're building, we've got a minimum of 4 military factories on the go out of 6 to 4. Yep, out of 6. And we've got a lot stacked up because we really need military factories. This is what we've got going on in production at the moment. Now, you can see that I haven't moved the towed anti-air to the new anti-air, which is this guy down here, for the very simple reason is that at this stage, it doesn't matter if it's the latest or what it is, we just need it. And so I'm just pumping out, and I won't be upgrading anything at the moment. Everything we've got is what we've got, and just want to get more production going on. And we'll talk about numbers in a minute there. But that's that. Now, in recruitment, we've got 2 things happening. We've got the Garrison Division 16-1, that is 16 combat with nothing but infantry, and we've got the Garrison Division 16-1 anti-air, which is best demonstrated by going down here and showing you this one. So it's a 7 infantry brigades and 2 anti-air, which also doubles as anti-tank, and that's it. We're not even making any more armour at this stage. We are just pumping out infantry. I'm thinking I might want to pump out some, anyway, we won't worry about just now. I'll get finicky later. But when we come and look at logistics, this is where the scary bits come in. Artillery and anti-air, they're fine. Infantry equipment, 42,000, nowhere near enough. I mean, nowhere near enough. And this, support equipment at 1.7 thousand, we are borderline disaster. And then we've got light tanks at 374. That is just not looking good at all in any way, shape or form. So my confidence levels, not high. Not high at all. Anyway, so the Germans apparently are still justifying against us. Now, I can't tell from this whether the justifying is finished and they're just waiting to attack or whether it's actually still going on. But we're going to find out pretty soon, I imagine. And in terms of the modified government, I'm actually waiting till we get to 300 because I want to go from volunteer only to extensive conscription. Now, I could go to 2.5, and that would mean 1.5 to 2.5. But I'm going to go extensive so I get the full value of the 5%. Now, I hear you all say, well, you don't need it because, look, you've got 10 million men. Yeah. Yep. But I got to tell you, both historically and in my experience in the game, you need that kind of manpower, because when panzer tanks start breaking up entire divisions and then armies, you chew through manpower like it's nobody's business. But that's where we're at. Now, also remember too that we did do a check all down here to make sure that we were leaving no civilian or military factories for the Germans when they come across there. I would much rather have partisans actually attacking their units and infrastructure than factories. And on top of that, I don't want to give free factories to them. Now, I'm prepared to leave the factories along here because I'm okay to fight for those, but I'm not going to give them the ones over here for free. It's just like, no, not happening. So I'm just going to pause the game for a second because I want to have a look at what we've got in reserve, which is basically the training company. And I'm wondering whether we should distribute this little lot. And I'm not sure. I am going to leave that, but what I will do is I'm going to turn these guys into 20 width infantry units. Now, I just want to double check. These are the Garrison Division 16. So we're going to take these first three and we're going to turn them into 20 width, just standard infantry. 20 width. Yep. So we need additional manpower, we need additional infantry equipment, support equipment, towed artillery and some motorised. And I think we can do that. So we're going to do that for every unit, or sorry, every army that's in our second front. Because when we the second front, I mean, realistically, why do we have a second front? Well, sorry, shouldn't say a second front. Why do we have a line behind the front line? And the answer is because, realistically, we do not expect the front line to hold that well. And should the front line start to break, this secondary line will be sent straight in. The first line has already got a mix of full-size units, that is 20 width, and lower width units. And the point is that we had to stop doing the training, upgrading or changing those divisions and doing the training of them, because we needed them to have enough time to get their entrenchment bonus. So they're behind a river and they're going to have an entrenchment bonus. I didn't want to wait until the Germans actually started the attack to stop the training and have them get their organisation up, as well as start to build their entrenchment bonus at the last minute. I'd much rather they were in place and ready when the Germans came. Now, these guys have got some breathers because there's a line in front of them. So we can afford to have these guys in training right up to and including when the Germans attack. So that's kind of the logic behind that. Now, Sevastopol, I am going to change, and I'm going to make these three here into 20 width standard infantry. Yep. And I'm going to make these three into 20 width anti-air. and that gives us a slightly better edge than we had previously. My confidence levels are still not high at all. Nah, not at all. But you know what? It kind of is what it is right now. Now Moscow is going to be a bit of an issue for us, because quite frankly it's a huge hole that we've got. Infantry, normal infantry, normal. Okay, all right, so we're going to turn you, pretty sure, into the 20 width with AA. We just have to have everybody as ready as we possibly can. Oh, look at that, it's the 1st of July and no sign of the Germans crossing the line. We can't actually tell what their strengths are like. 85 days, 18 days, 64 days, 100 days. Okay. I actually can't tell how far along that is. If anyone knows how you can check how far along a justification is, can you please let me know in the comments below, because I really would like to know. And I don't actually think there's a way of telling. Mind you, that might be a thing of the game where you can't tell, because I suppose you'll know when the justification is finished, because you'll get a message saying the Germans are ready to go to war with you, or some such. And I guess in the worst case you'll know because they'll actually go to war with you, which would be a thing. Now, how are we doing in terms of these guys coming out for August? Oh, it's not far away. Not far at all. Okay. Now I'm tempted to do something with these, but suspect I'm just going to send 3 of them at least over to the Eastern Front. Even though the Japanese have told us they're going to be nice to us, I'm inclined to send a few more reinforcements their way, just to make sure that they understand that I'm not forgetting about the Eastern Front. Now, Finns. What are the Finns doing? Well, so far the Finns haven't deemed to attack us, which is not unreasonable because we haven't attacked them. So that's good. And I'm kind of curious to know where the Germans are. They're a little bit behind in the schedule. But not that I want to complain too much, because I'm benefiting from this delay. 5, so we've got 5 now. So I'm okay with this. So we'll put 3 in there, just to keep that going along. And then I think we might add some more around here. And maybe bring that all the way to the top there. Actually, no, we'll bring it all the way under here, I think. Yep, that seems like a good idea. I think we need 1 civilian factory in train at all times and 4 of the military factories, because we just need to be pumping out so much more equipment. Okay, let's see where we're up to here. hasn't even engaged with the new anti-air, and the improved artillery is 13 out of 15 and running at 81.8 out of 90%, so that's not too shabby. Gosh, we need 123,000 for upgrades. Oh, for upgrades. Okay, 123,000 for upgrades. So we're using really old equipment. So that's going to be needed. And we're waiting for 5 more down here as well. 2 more light tanks, because light tanks are also falling behind. Bargain. It's all going incredibly well, you would have to say. Well, there's not much for it, so I think we can go up to 3 and see what happens. What we can do, though, while we're waiting, is we've got fighters deployed, but we haven't got bombers deployed. Maybe, well, Oh, here we go. Hold on. German breaks Molotov-Ribbentrop Pact. A treaty is nothing but a piece of paper to the fascists. Italy has joined the German Reich as our enemy in the German-Soviet war. Message from the German Reich changes their diplomatic status with us. Declare war. Which is interesting. Well, there you are. It is the 11th of July, and Barbarossa has just launched. Now, interestingly enough, my recollection of the historic circumstances were that the Germans did not give a declaration of war when they attacked the Soviet Union in the Second World War. They merely attacked the Soviet Union, and there was some confusion about what was going on. And in that particular sense, I'm being polite. So what I think I will do now is let's just go and check our air and see what we have. So in Leningrad, we have 80 fighters, which are on air superiority missions. Let's see what else we can add to this. We've got interwar bombers, naval bombers. We've got 422 interwar fighters in reserve. I suspect they're not going to last very long. And we've got not many strategic bombers. So how about we add 10, because we might chew through these pretty quickly. Bombers, and we'll give them ground attack role, and we will also deploy them over there, and we can afford that, I think. Okay, so we've got some aircraft there. United Kingdom wants to move troops. Sure, you can move troops through our territory. Who can I invite to our faction? Romania? Really? Wow. You realise that, young Romania, that when I invite you, you're going to end up being crushed beneath the heel. But sure. Invite the Romanian People's Republic to join the Comintern. This will allow you to call each other to war. The faction leader is the Soviet Union. If any volunteers have been sent or received between the faction members, they will be sent back. The Soviet Union is currently at war with the German Reich and Italy, and this, by the way, will raise world tension by 0.1%. Well, buddy, we're at 100. So, yeah, that's going to work out really well for everyone, isn't it? Back to 1. And I think we just come down here. And let's watch the, they've already progressed there. All right, here we go. Let's watch. This is going to be most interesting. We stand together with the Romanian People's Republic. Very good. Okay, so what have we got going over here? We've got 4 divisions in each. I'm going to call them a hex, although I don't think technically in the game they're a hex. But we got 4 divisions in a hex, and not much behind them. So what else is going on? Free France wants to move troops. Yes. Non-aggression. United Kingdom wants us to sign a ban on aggression. I don't want to go to war with England. I think we can get big enough without going to war with England. We have decisions that are available. War propaganda against the German Reich. War stability is so low. Wow. Why is our stability so low? Hold on. Okay. Okay. Stability. Stability. Daily democracy support. Holy dooly. Not purged. Don't care. Khrushchev. He's been purged. Wow. We got nothing. We can't even affect stability. Non-aggression pact with France. Yeah, okay. Slovakia. Nobody likes Slovakia. Well, do they? I mean, maybe they do. I don't know. I'm nervous. I am nervous. But it's 1941. And there's no place for nervousness. Because we are at war, he said. And it won't be till August till we get the next batch of recruits through. So that's an interesting thing. Okay, now, what we are going to do, though, is we are going to put out 3 5s of 15. Let's put out 15 German Reich called Vichy France. Oh, nice. Okay. I'm going to call 20 infantry. Oh, am I? No, I'm going to call another. Well, how many am I going to call? Hang on, I need to do some maths because I've forgotten my maths. 5 3s of 15. We've already got. This is 2 of 4. Is this going to be 3 or 4? Current series number. Oh, okay. So this is number 2. So that's 3, 6, 9, 18. Oh, okay, that's plenty. Okay, no, that's pretty good. So let's get some more. Do we want these guys? Or do we want something a little bit more useful? We probably want... You know what? I'm going to get some more cavalry. No, I'm not. I'm going to get some more garrison divisions. And I'm going to get them even... I'm going to get them actually down here towards Stalingrad. So I might get them to pop out at Guriev. So we've got... Let's get 6. Right. Six 3s are 18. 4 3s are 12. Okay, 4 3s are 12. And in addition to that, let's get 6 divisions and 4 of them, and we'll have them pop out next to Gurev. Cool. Okay, and let's get some more tank divisions happening. What have we got in the mechanical core there? Yep. So let's add. We'll get 2 simultaneous of those. And we'll get 4 of them. 8. Nope. Actually, yeah, we'll get 6 of them, because they're going to be very useful moving forward. Okay, well, there you go. Operation Barbarossa has begun. The other thing we can do now, too, is we can start researching, because it is 1941 and Barbarossa has started. Iceland has joined Italy. And that was our deal, that we would wait till 1941, and then we would start looking at air, because we've got a bit here that we can do, as well as Navy. Now, how useful Navy is going... Whoa, look at all that. How useful Navy is going to be? Very unsure. The Netherlands. The Netherlands. Do I want the Netherlands? It's possible, you know. I might want Greece. I certainly might want Luxembourg. Norway? Yeah, well. South Africa, I don't want to go to war with South Africa. Belgium. Well. British Raj. Nobody cares about Australia, seriously. Even though I live there. The reality is that Canada, don't want to go to war with Canada. No, I'm not too sure about Mongolia, Denmark. Poland, now, you know what? I don't know. Poland. Might be kind of nice to own Poland. I'm just thinking out loud here. Now, the other thing, oh no, we have to wait till we get to 2:30. Oh no, I can change this now. Now, we've got army training, which is minus 25%. We could do construction repair. Factory repair speed plus 50% and free repair plus 100%. And that strikes me as being kind of interesting. But what we can do now is this one. Relocate industry from Moscow, relocate industry from Leningrad and Smolensk. And I think we're definitely going to do that, because that's going to be very useful for us. And the Germans, they're not rushing, are they? No, they're not. How are these guys doing? Still training. And of course, when the Germans reach the line, we are going to have to stop training. So the more units we have trained to regular status, the better for us. Because we're going to start having to do things fairly soon. Military access? I'll give you military access. No. 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 Nope. No. You can have military access. Ooh, okay, nice. Oh, what happened there? Don't do that. Right, now, here we go. Infantry first. 1939. Well, we do have some needs here. We're at 41, so we can in fact get new artillery. But not necessarily new tanks. But I am going to go for the new artillery. 63 days for sure. Infantry first, because that's where the fighting's taking place. Okay, how are we doing over here? So I'm counting 4 factories in production, which is pretty much what we want. Okay, well, it's looking like... Actually, the tension is now gone because the Germans have actually started. But that doesn't mean it's going to go well. That just means the anticipation that was building up, particularly in me, waiting for them to cross the line, is now, you know, you can go, oh, good, they've crossed the line. Now we can at least react and stuff will be happening. So, but we still are so, and one button, we still, see, look at that. Oh, man. That's just not good. Light tanks. Why are we chewing up so many light tanks just to create units? All right, hold on. Okay, minus 77. Making 5 a day and we're already minus 77. Wow, light tanks. So what's there? There's another 5 there. That hardly seems to be worth it, you know. You know what? I'm just going to let this run its course. Yeah, we really need those additional factories. There's just no way around that. So you know what? I know I might live to regret this, but I'm just going to put all this other stuff down the bottom here. Except for the silos, they're only 5,000, whereas these are 14,000, and they're 7,000. So these are actually cheaper than these. They're coming in at 7,200, and these are coming in at 10,000. So I'm just going to leave that one up there. Actually, you know what? And I'm going to put this one here. And just pump these guys out. Because that's kind of where we're at right now. Yep. Yep, we just need them. Non-aggression pact, British Malaya. Yeah, okay, I don't want Malaya. Non-aggression pact, New Zealand. I love New Zealanders. Who would ever want to fight against the beautiful Kiwis? They're just great guys and gals. Yeah, I like Kiwis, actually. They're really nice people. And I hope they don't mind me calling them Kiwis. It's just sort of the way it goes. You know what? Let's take you out of there. Oh, no. You, and you. And put you over there. Get your numbers up a bit. Just to be on the safe side. And the Germans are slowly approaching, quite cautiously. Mind you, it's a fair distance to cover. So it's going to be interesting to see. Now, what have we got going on over here? Let's have a look at this for a minute. This is a standard infantry division. They've got 485 of the old weapon type and 415 of the new one. 12 of the artillery pieces. Current manpower is 100%, supply status 100%. They can last for 120 hours once supply is cut. And the planned prep is 0. Japan declared war on the Dutch East Indies. Well, there you go. Okay. This is this is quite the thing. Oh gosh, 25th of July. Well, listen, everyone. It's we're 35 minutes in, and Barbarossa has started. The Germans are certainly advancing across the steppe, and already swallowed a couple of towns. But the next one, of course, is the big Russian town of Minsk, with no factories. Interesting. Okay, with no factories, and then at some point they will reach our line of defence. Average organisation 100%, average strength 100%. Let's just have a quick. Who are you, by the way? You're you, and you tell me. Oh, the United States has joined the United Kingdom. That means they're in the war. Oh, interesting. Fine then. 9 infantry brigades, 2 anti-air brigades. They have engineer company, support artillery, and the field hospital. This gives a 25% modifier in combat. That's their experience level. Now, they are fully entrenched to the capability. That's a 34% defensive combat bonus. The base maximum is 5. The defence in depth +5, and the division template is +7. So the base gain is 1. Fully equipped. Yep, fully equipped. And organisation is... great. Minus 50%. Well, there's not much you can do about that. It just is what it is. Non-aggression, 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 aggression. Join wars request from Mongolia. I accept. Yep. That's cool of you. The British Raj. Wouldn't it be nice to take the British Raj? Dutch East Indies, sure. We like the Dutch East Indies. And Belgium, no. South Africa, yeah, they can have military access, not a problem. Okay, so there you are, everyone. Barbarossa is underway, and so far, the Russian juggernaut has remained indomitable, mainly because we haven't come into contact with any German troops. But, yeah, we will be hoping for the best in this one. Hoping for the best. So, everyone, please stay well. I will look forward to seeing you in the gig channel again soon, particularly as we come into first contact with Axis powers marching their way across the Russian steppes. So until then, stay well everyone, and I'll see you all later. Bye bye.